Alrighty, hey guys! It's Spiral Fire Gaming here, and I'm back at it again with Genshin, of course. I mean, you know. But, do I have something more fun than usual today? I found a way to get to Nod Cry before finishing the other Archon quest, because apparently there is something called a quick start, which means we're gonna be going to Nod Cry and playing the Archon quest. So let's start with this little time skippy. Hi! How are you? I think I time skipped too far, but it should be okay, I hope. Yeah, wait until 2 days later, 7 to 12. Does that mean like at night? It doesn't, right? That means like during the day. Alright, let's try this again. That is fantastic to hear. I'm great too. I have an interview tomorrow. Embark on a new journey! It'll auto skip? Oh, I didn't know that. Okay. I'm still learning. Also, just a reminder, this is going to be entirely new, guys. Entirely new. Employment. Yeah, I'm so excited. It's enough, Where's my sound? And how do we know this person? What?
Coming in. Paimon, coming in.
You know, it's fine.
That is perfectly all right. My data indicates clear skies in the coming days. Current conditions for maritime travel, optimal. I'll be ready whenever you are.
It's been, a few months now, actually. I've been playing in total since 2020, but, I decided to get back into it in October, whenever Zhongli came back. That's when I started playing again.
But are we really gonna set off without
Hello.
telling anyone again?
Isn't that just how we roll? What? What is that dialogue option? Okay, sure. That's how we roll.
Funny you mention it. You'll never guess who Paimon saw on the way over.
Why'd you stop talking?
Hey! You didn't seriously think we'd let you leave without a farewell party, did you? No chance.
Yeah, come on, Traveler. We've
Oh.
already made all the preparations.
So this is supposed to be after the Natlan quest. Okay.
And most
Hi.
how dare you try and slip away without first paying your respects to the almighty Dragon Lord!
A little bird told us you'd soon be leaving for Nodcry. So, we asked Paimon to give us a heads up before the date of your departure.
You sure it's not time to think about changing that little habit of ours?
Don't worry, we won't keep you long. Besides, everyone's there already. Chaska, Ian-san, Auroron, even the Pyro Archon herself.
You're invited too, Anufa. Shilonen has a special gift for you.
Accompaniment request accepted. Shilonen demonstrates excellent massage technique. My impression of her is exceedingly positive.
Wait, so robots like massages too? Or is it just that Shilonen really knows how you're wired?
Alright, enough with the chit-chat. Let's head to the venue.
Okay, so Kanich has a nice voice. Nice. Alright. Are we done? Who the fuck are you? The fuck was that?
Spit it out then.
Oh, is
Visceral.
this...
Just as my calculations projected. About time I met this variable
Is it Syndrome?
person.
Syndrome? Hi!
You know,
Not Cry
every time we
Quest.
head to a new nation, there's always a point where it suddenly dawns on Paimon. This is it. The next chapter of our... This time...
Paimon, I
other
don't
words,
care.
Paimon has marked the geographic coordinates from 2 minutes and 40 seconds ago as the boundary between Natlan and Notcry. This deviates somewhat from the official coordinates stored in my database.
Paimon meant more in terms of how it felt on a psychological level. Anyway, what about you, Traveler? When did it really sink in for you? Huh, that actually kind of makes sense. What about you, Anepa? Come to think of it, maybe we should be asking the other way around. So, when you came over to Natlan, what was the moment you felt like you'd left Notcry?
In that case, probably when my sensors could no longer detect the moon's power.
The moon? You mean, that one we can all see in the sky?
Negative. I was referring to... Huh? Here we are. Paimon, Traveler, we have arrived in Notcry.
Oh, wow!
I'm gonna kill that bird.
Paimon, Traveler, welcome to Notcry.
We didn't get to see
Town
Varka?
up ahead.
Ugh.
That's the place you were telling us about on the way over, right?
I guess we'll meet him later.
That is correct, Paimon. It is also the most bustling commercial hub in all of Notcry.
I'm gonna guess it has something to do with the brother.
Oh, sounds like the perfect place to start trying out all the local specialties. Huh? Is something up, Traveler?
Paimon. This
What?
is where our spaceship landed when Ether and I first arrived in Tevat.
What? No, I want Varka. You get someone else.
How come you've never mentioned that before? Seems pretty important to Paimon.
So,
Well, because those memories are really hazy. All I remember is Ether waking me up and us leaving the ship. But just now, setting foot on this land, I felt something. The kind of power I sensed in those moments.
Are you referring to Kuvaki?
Cool, what now?
okay,
Always
hold the
refer to
fucking
it as-
phone.
Kuvaki. That is
Hold-
correct. Another similar concept I have found in my database is the primordial sea. Legend has it that long, long ago, the moon that shines in the sky above us once rose from the land of Notcry. Modern geological surveys and meteorite studies conducted in the region have since supported this claim.
So,
What?
when you mentioned being able to detect the moon's power earlier, you were referring to Kuvaki? Wait, Traveler, you're saying we might actually find your spaceship here?
Oh shit.
Notcry is surrounded by the ocean. In other words, it could have been anywhere along its coastline.
There's also a mountain. There are plenty of those in Nodcry too.
Negative.
Yeah.
Description still lacks sufficient detail to pinpoint target location.
Hey, it's okay if you can't remember everything right away. After all, it's been a really long time. Let's just do what we've always done. And keep
Really?
searching as we explore. Besides,
Varka's not a bum.
you got to fear with your sidekick Paimon still here.
I guess he kind
I'd
of
be more
is.
than happy to help
but-
you out as well.
Our pleasure. Anyway, just knowing that your spaceship's here in Nightcry surely counts as a big step forward, huh?
Like we've crossed another boundary?
Paimon couldn't have put it better herself.
Paimon, shut up. Fate Lows could tell us something. messages the bomb was. Shut up!
Not cry?
See, I wish I had a Nod Cry character, but I don't. I've already done so much exploring here, I don't even know what I would do. Okay, wait a minute. I just wanted to see something. Okay, so this is Nod Cry. This whole thing is Nod Cry. Somewhere is where our spaceship landed. Right. Okay. So, how the fuck did we end up here? How? Because, I mean, I doubt we took a ship all the way over here. So how the fuck did we end up there, guys? How? Make it make sense. No spoilers either if it's like actually explained. They walked really fast. I'll accept that. I'll accept that as an answer, sure.
One man's stone is another man's gem.
Zhongli, shut up. Shut up. Shh. There's no need for the yap. No need. I love you, but shushy. Shush. I mean, I guess. Mikaya's weak. A bird to kill! Oh my god, a bird. Alright. 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 I should get Amber out, actually. Oh my god, wait, there's 2 birds! I can't kill 2 birds with 1 stone. But I can kill 2 birds with 2 arrows. Aoife, you're not gonna want to see this, so you're gonna go away. No! I got it at the last second, but I'm not gonna get the food. Fuck! I'll fucking get you later. Just fucking bird. Alright, fine, we'll use Kaya. I don't like his yapping either, though. He calls me mean things. He's not nice. No, they did not.
It just occurred to Paimon. If we were looking to
I don't
missing
care.
spaceship,
The guild is located in Nasha Town. Simply follow this road and you'll reach it.
huh? What in Tibet is that?
Okay, that's a good question.
Kinda like a Sealy.
That is a kuhenki, a species unique to the land of Nokrai.
A Kuhenki? Does she have something to do with the moon, too?
Indeed it does. According to the Frost Moon Scions, the indigenous inhabitants of this land, the kuhenki, are said to be familiars of the moon goddess, leading those who walk in the moonlight's glow to things of great importance.
The moon goddess? Don't all people here worship the Tsaritsa?
Although Nodcry lies on Snezhnaya's border regions, people here
Snezhnaya.
have
There we
held their
go.
own unique beliefs since time immemorial. As I mentioned, everything in this land shares a deep connection with the moon and the sky above. The beliefs of the Frostmoon Scions seem to date back to the civilization of the angels. According to the documents in my database, even the 7 Archons did not exist at that time.
Interesting.
Wow! So the
Correct. At some point, you may come across some statues of their goddess. The Frostmoon Scions carved these as well.
Hey! Looks like she's floating away!
I suggest you follow her. The probability of an ordinary person encountering a kuhenki lies in the single digits. Many here consider them heralds of good fortune.
Okay, so wait a minute. Columbina has been around longer than the Archons? What? Okay, wait, hold on. Don't you start yapping. Don't start yapping, Kaya. Shut up. So Columbina. Oh, the other goddesses. Okay, I gotcha. Alright, I was gonna say, why the fuck would she be a Fatui then?
Is this a travel guide?
What the fuck? Oh, is this Nefer's?
Are there any
Interesting.
particular points of interest?
Yeah.
Oh, it all looks pretty interesting to Paimon.
Recalibrating route. If we keep following the current path, we will arrive at an area of scenic beauty. From there, we will be able to identify both the Adventurers Guild and several must-visit specialty stores.
Cool.
Yikes. Why is Paimon suddenly getting the feeling that if she doesn't step it up soon, Ineva's gonna put her out of a job?
Good. Her voice sounds better. What is up with kids bouncing? What is that? I can't even read that. I've been here before.
Wow. Nasha Town actually looks pretty big.
Which aspects in particular deviated from your expectations?
It's wide.
Well, Paimon keeps hearing people describe Nodcry as an
According to
Yeah.
legend, there was indeed an era of peace, and tales of those ancient heroes are still told
Oh, the
today.
Fae.
One of the most well-known is that of the Lantern Fae. This individual performed many good deeds for Nodcry. The present-day Lightkeeper's nightly lantern patrols are, in part, a tribute to their memory. But then, one day,
what happened?
there came a devastating abyssal calamity that swept across Nodcry, and for a time it was left desolate.
Oh.
Heartbroken by what had become of the land they had so cherished, that Fae extinguished their light, just as the abyss had extinguished all hope.
Oh.
Nowadays, the paradise people speak of is more of an aspiration, or an irony, perhaps.
An irony?
Today, no official authority governs Nodcry. In theory, at least, it is somewhere a person can do whatever they wish. And the Adventurers Guild is just over there, in Nasha Town's central plaza. And the flagship tavern is over that way.
Hey, what's that building over there? You know, the biggest, tallest one.
That is Aino's Blast Kuvaki energy cannon. It gets activated when the wild hunt threat level outside Nasha Town reaches a certain threshold. But according to the scan I just ran, the energy cannon appears to be malfunctioning, likely due to a recent discharge.
The wild hunt? Isn't that the abyssal calamity you mentioned that's specific to Nodcry?
It is a phenomenon that has been occurring for several centuries now. Yet the time and location of wild hunt attacks are seemingly random. At first, it was more of an old wives' tale that adults used to scare children. If you don't start behaving, kid, some night, the wild hunt's gonna come for you. Listen, do you hear that? That weeping in the fog? Those are the cries of a young woman being dragged away.
You're saying people actually hear things like that?
I have not witnessed enough wild hunt attacks to give a statistically sound answer. But the oldest legends say that all people saw was the ghostly shadow of a woman in the mist. It wasn't until later that it became a full-blown calamity. Abyssal monsters and all.
A woman?
When you put it like that, Paimon's really gotta hand it to Aino. Not only did she repair you, but she's...
Absolutely. Aino is very impressive indeed. Anyway, according to my schedule, it is time I took you over to the flagship.
Oh, sure. After all, we shouldn't keep Varga waiting.
Varga!
Well, Paimon's not sure if he'll actually show up at the bar this early.
That's true.
You're right about that.
Is this where you, is this where we see Varka? We see Varka? What do you mean he appears in 10 hours? No! I don't have 10 hours.
What's the hurry?
Kaya, shut up. Varka, 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 Varka.
Here we
But-
are, the flagship.
Where is he?
Varka told us to meet him here in his letter, right?
No matches, I identified.
Fuck!
So he isn't here after all. Oh, guess we never did actually say we'd be arriving today. Hey, why don't we go ask the owner? If what they say is true,
Oh my god.
Varka's drinking prowess.
Varka.
Huh? Well, well. If it isn't the ineffable Inefa.
Hello there, Demyon.
You know each other?
Of course. Inefa's a regular here at the flagship.
So, robots are into booze too?
Not at all. The energy conversion efficiency of alcoholic drinks is very low, and most of them are full of impurities. Still, I can affirm that your berries and fried meat deserve a solid 9.12 out of 10. It has Aino's approval too.
Funny that you should mention that. While you were away in Natland, Varka would come in here every day to pick up a serving of berries and fried meat for Aino.
Aww. He must have been worried sick that she wasn't eating properly on account of being so hung up about Inefa being gone.
Actually it's 'cause Varka found out that Aino went wild after Inefa left, gorging herself on snacks she normally couldn't get her hands on. So it was more worry that she wasn't getting a balanced diet. I think I might have just put my foot in it. Anyway, since you're back from Natland, these two must be the ones Varka mentioned. The Traveler and Paimon, yes?
Yep, that's us. So, from the sounds of it, you must be a close friend of Varka's too.
Varka? Goes without saying. After all, he's the only one around here who's ever managed to stay standing after 10 rounds of the roulette special.
Paimon can't believe he's made such a name for himself. Though, guess it's hardly surprising how.
Right now? Must be somewhere near Amsvartnir. That's quite far from here.
Huh? Where's that?
It's a lake in the northern part of Nodkrai. Word reached him of trouble brewing around those parts, so he took his knights to check it out.
Aww.
So, we missed him?
Varka knew you'd say that. So he specifically told me to make sure you stayed here and enjoyed yourselves. He sends his assurances that everything's under control.
Well, if he's that confident, guess our only option is to accept. Anyway, it's not like there's any special cause for concern. He is the Grand Master, after all.
Exactly. Plus, not only has he booked you into our finest room, he's paid for it in advance, too.
Oh, he's such a sweetheart.
Whoa! It's so generous of him! We might not have met yet, but Paimon's got a feeling that we'll get along with Varka like a house on fire.
Oh,
by the way,
what?
He also asked me to serve up a portion of berries and fried meat for Inefa. That was prepaid as well.
Thank you.
No, thank you. I'm the one who should be grateful for your business.
Traveler, Paimon, why don't you go ahead and drop off your luggage? I can use this time to go pick up some components that Aino asked me to bring back.
Sure thing. Besides, now that we've got ourselves a map, once we're done unpacking, we might as well go for a stroll ourselves. Why don't we meet up again later?
Oh. So you no longer require navigational assistance?
No worries, we should be fine. We've got a rough idea of our way around town, so Paimon's reasonably confident we shouldn't get too lost.
Thank you. This translates into an approximate time saving of 30%, meaning I will be able to see Aino about 45 minutes earlier than previously projected.
Oh, right. You must miss her a lot, too.
Alright, cool. Oh, guest room? This way? Oh.
It's so noisy here. Back in my day.
Oh, this looks nice.
Feels pretty nice having someone sort out our food and lodging for us, huh? But is this really the flagship's best room? It's pretty big, make no mistake, but it looks a little worn out. You mean it's got something to do with Notcry's history? Oh.
Bread.
Oh. Should we try the berries and fried meat too? Paimon's getting
That sounds
hungrier
pretty
and
good.
hungrier every...
Flynn's!
Oh, sorry about that. Paimon wasn't...
Please, there's no need to apologize. If anything, I'm the one who should be sorry. Clearly, I shouldn't have gotten lost in my thoughts in the middle of a hallway.
Wait a sec. Are you staying in the room next to ours?
Ah, quite the perceptive one, I see. First things first, allow me to introduce myself. My name is Kirill Chudamirovich Flintz, but please, just call me Flintz.
Whoa, that's an impressively long name for sure.
Ah, is that so? Names like mine ought to have been fairly common in Snezhnaya, at least in the past. Would I be correct then to assume that the two of you are travelers in this land?
Yep, you sure would be. Paimon is Paimon, and this is the Traveler. We've been to a bunch of nations.
What a rare honor it is to meet such worldly travelers.
Are you here for travel too?
If only I had the time to spare. No, I'm just staying the night.
Oh, so you're here for business?
That's certainly one way to put it. I'm a Ratnik of Nodcry, normally stationed near the burial grounds to the north. My sole cause for being here today was to repair this lantern of mine.
The burial grounds?
Your surprise is entirely understandable. Most people cannot even begin to fathom the idea of a life surrounded by tombstones and decay. But if you've heard of the calamitous abomination that is the Wild Hunt, you'll know that in their wake they bring a host of souls tainted by abyssal filth. That then is why we are stationed by the burial grounds, to hold the line where it is most vulnerable.
Makes sense.
So it's all about fighting against the abyss. Oh, sounds like a tough job.
I thank you for your concern. But in truth, I've long since grown used to it. In fact, I like to think it rather suits me. If anything, I'd say I prefer the peace and quiet of a graveyard to the hustle and bustle of urban life.
Paimon sort of gets it now. But even so, she is still pretty sure she could never get used to living in a graveyard herself.
Oh, I assure you, there's no need to worry on that account. The kind of ghosts you find in cemeteries aren't too big on talking. But even when they do, they're usually far more discreet than the living. Well, would you look at that? Who'd have thought we'd end up chatting this long? Must have a lot in common, huh?
You know what? I see it. He does look like a bug.
Forgive me, but I must excuse myself, for the time of my appointment draws near. And in terms I'm sure you'll understand, a lanternless Ratnik is like a mapless traveler.
Like, why doesn't he have
A
pupils?
serious conundrum indeed.
Oh, sure. In that case, you go right ahead. We won't keep you any longer.
Not at all. Should the opportunity present itself, I'd gladly continue our conversation another time. You're always welcome to come visit my grave. I mean, the grave I stand watch over. Your visit would bring much-needed light to that place of final rest. Then allow me to wish you a traditional Ratnik's farewell. See you by the graveside.
I mean, I get it.
Jeez. What a weirdo.
Don't be mean.
Badmouth him and all. In fact, he seemed pretty cool. His lantern? No. Huh. Guess you've always had a nose for stuff. Hey! Don't you start spouting off.
I mean, I get the hype around him, I get it. But he does look like a bug, I'm sorry. I'm sorry, he looks like a bug. In a cute way, but he looks like a bug.
Paimon almost forgot something super important. Were we gonna go try out the berries and fry
Oh my god.
But now, heading all the way back to the flagship feels like such a waste.
Please, accept today's boon. Come night or day, may the blessings of the moon goddess shine down upon you.
Huh? What's going on over there? Wait, free food? Wow, the people here are so nice! Quick, let's grab some too. Paimon's super curious what their food tastes like.
Of course you are.
Moonlight illuminates the path before you, travelers from afar.
Huh? How'd you know we were travelers?
Just now were a song the birds in the sky, singing of your wanderings. You are no ordinary guests, it seems.
The birds and the...
Forgive me. I should not have laid the words of others out as a welcome mat for our very first meeting. You, too, must be wondering who I am. I am Lauma, moon chanter of the Frost Moon Scions. Please, as do our followers and other passers-by, accept today's boon.
Happy to oblige. Paimon's name is Paimon, and this here is the Traveler. Thanks so much for sharing your yummy food with us. We'll take one each.
Think nothing of it. These fruits were the finest we found,
Ooh.
delicacies gathered in the wake of the morning dew. It is my hope that partaking of them may lift your spirits to heights anew.
The finest you found? Wow!
The first fruit of the harvest must be placed upon the moonlight altar, not as an offering to the gods, but as a spark for lost hunters. For it is the blade of the starving that darkness most easily corrupts.
That looks so
As perhaps you have
good.
already heard, we Frost Moon Scions revere and worship the moon goddess. We believe that together, virtue and compassion are the shining light that will lead us all out of the long, dark
She
night.
needs more clothes
And
on.
now, with tides of haughty Fatui swarming into Nodcry, driven by greed, and greed alone, more than ever before, we must all unite under the banner of virtue.
Huh. Look who it is again. Those unsufferably kind-hearted Frost Moon Scions. Got enough for us too?
That's right! 2 servings each! We're starving over here!
Fatui! After what you've been doing to our sacred statues, how dare you even show your faces?
Wilhelmina, bestow today's boon upon our guests.
You hear that? No slacking now. We'll have the very best you got.
But, my lady, they...
Please, you two, accept this meal. But remember this. Kindness is the first lantern left to guide those who stumble in ignorance.
Come again?
Let me finish. But should they still refuse to follow the moonlit path, then by our frosted blades shall we show them its shadow.
You!
Hey, look who it is.
Tch, whatever. Just you wait. We'll be coming for you next. Huh? Where's the meat? Who wants to eat this garbage?
Those stooges really are the worst.
Stooges, okay.
Ever since they came to Nodcry with all their weird equipment and built that so-called experimental design bureau, our lives have been turned completely upside down.
Judging from how they reacted just now, It seems the Fatui already know who you are.
Well, we have gotten in their way.
I see. Then, on behalf of the Frostmoon Scions... because if they had gotten ahead of themselves just now, I'm sure you would have stepped in to help. Just as the birds and beasts put it, your arrival heralds joy to us all. Besides, you will
Oh my
always be
God.
welcome at the Frostmoon Enclave.
Mama
The
shush.
place may we meet again in the moon's
These are delicious. Looks like Anefa isn't done with her shopping yet. Good idea. Let's see. This is nuts and... This is the Speranza. This is the Vesnici Prolicha Greenhouse.
Ooh.
And this is the Rossum Workshop. And over here, they've got a super tall observation deck. That way's north, and that looks like something built by the Fatui? And then over there to the west, that must be the place Lauma mentioned, where the Frostmoon Scions live. So, what'd you think? Even if Anefa kinda stole her limelight earlier, this just goes, hey, come on! Would it kill you to compliment Paimon?
Yes.
Huh? Look! There must be someone at the Adventurers Guild now. Looks like we'll finally be able to ask about your spaceship. Oh, where? Which one are you? Anyway.
Sorry guys, I do not like Paimon. Okay, where are we going? Tor Nasha Town? Do I have to?
Lucky us! The line seems... Hey, Catherine!
Oh, it's Sandrone!
How ridiculous.
Huh?
They often say that mortals, shackled by their own flesh and blood, may fail to perceive the truth of this world, even when it is right beneath their very noses. Yet I had not expected to have the pleasure to witness such heights of absurdity firsthand.
But Paimon must have gotten the wrong person?
A creator might forgive ignorance, but being mistaken for one of my own creations is beyond all pardon. Look very closely, for standing before you is none other than Marionette, 7th of the Fatui Harbingers.
A Harbinger?
Today's encounter is merely a courtesy call. A friendly warning, if you will. You interfered with my work once before, with that little robot. I let it slide. After all, it was nothing more than a distraction, a side project at best. But we are in Nod Cry now. And as such, I strongly advise you not to stand in the Fatui's way. Otherwise, the next time we meet, I might just have to drop all this meaningless etiquette.
Oh, please. You got some...
Oh, perhaps you have misunderstood. Just because Nod Cry lacks a ruler at present, that does not mean it should not be ruled. We Fatui are simply establishing a new order.
Yeah, right. More like shady experiments, judging by your...
I've said what I came to say. What you do next, only you can decide. So why don't you start by using your already limited processing capacity to calculate your even more limited options? And, being the refined young lady that I am, I shall indulge you just this once. Ad Astra Abasask. Welcome to Nod Cry, Dominion of the Fatui.
Interesting. Okay, so Sandrone made the Catherines, which makes sense. That's why there are so many.
Right
but
now. How can anyone so obvious? But if a Fatui Harbinger is here to greet us in person, that can only mean one thing. We'll have to be extra careful from here on out.
I'm hungry.
The real Catherine's back!
Ad Astra Abyssosk. Welcome to the Adventurers Guild. How may I help? I will do everything I can to assist you.
Oh, you're so much nicer to talk.
Okay, interesting. So we've already met Inefa, Syndrome, Flynn's, and Lauma. So we're missing Varka. Who are the other people besides Varka? You know what? They don't matter.
Please, here you go.
Dory!
If you ever need anything else, don't forget to make the great Lord Sangama Bay your first port of call.
Oh dear. So it is the real deal.
Of course it's the real deal. Everything you'll find here is 110% real, meaning every one of my deals is as real as a deal can... Wait a minute. Well, if it isn't my two most valued clients.
Why do people hate Dory?
And with no small thanks to
Alright,
your
have a good
magnificent
night.
patronage.
I stream every night, by the way. Don't forget to check back in.
Without telling your dear Lord Sangama Bay. If I'd known earlier, I would have made an absolute pulled out all the stops to ensure that your boat ride over was as comfortable as humanly possible.
Thank the Archons we didn't tell you.
Oh, come now. You know as well as anyone how impeccably and conscientiously above board I am when it
Bye!
comes to
Thanks for
doing business.
watching.
Well, regardless of whether that's true,
A clever merchant always has a backup plan.
I didn't even know that Dory was in this mission.
As the saying goes, a rabbit with many burrows fears not the hunter's arrows. A merchant with stores galore. Since you're both here in Nodcry, would you care for some of my finest local souvenirs? Would I?
I don't care.
My. What's that? Information, of course. Information about Nodcry. Locked securely in the otherwise impenetrable vaults of the Lord Sangama Bay's brilliant mind. I knew it! Wow! You sure? What do you mean by uncharacteristically? I am the most generous person forget it. Anyway, the long and the short of it is this. The moment I set up shop in Nodcry, it struck me how many different factions there were, all competing against each other for power and influence. Well, as they say, there's no time for business like a crisis. Things got even more turbulent after the Fatui pulled down 2 ancient moon's remnants. People began to catch a whiff of the coming chaos. And the more troubled the waters, the greater the potential profit.
Not at all sorry to interrupt, but we're not here for Mora.
Oh, really? But surely it was the tales of an adventure. In that case, what would you like to know about? What now? A spaceship? Don't you two get involved in any big business here without the Frost Moon Scions? You mean the people who believe in the Moon Goddess? They're not a bad bunch. It's just, well, they have such simple tastes. No luxuries, no indulgences, no nothing. Trying to earn a little more from that lot is like trying to squeeze blood from a stone. Still, things between them and the Fatui have gotten pretty tense. It's only a matter of time before they're an organization set up to keep the locals safe. Apparently, they have a long and glorious history, and they're made up... But seriously, a volunteer organization in Nod... Everyone knows they're here for the Ancient Moon's remnants, but no one's sure why they pulled them down in Nodcry of all places. Anyway, they've been acting mysterious enough, but if you ask me... That Kuvaki Experimental Design Bureau of theirs up north, that bunch of booze-loving monstatters? Ugh, don't even get me started. As fellow Outlanders, I thought they'd be easy pickings, but
Somehow, every single one of our business negotiations wound up at the flagship. I've done plenty of deals with heavy drinkers before, but those guys? I never once made it to the contract signing before blacking out. I'm getting flashbacks of the hangovers just thinking about it. Oh, I almost forgot to mention. Sooner or later, you'll no doubt end up doing business with... Listen to my advice. Do not under... The Curatorium of Secrets? Just a place that handles all kinds of disputes. But the owner will charge you an absolute fortune. And she has a You're not just saying that to stop your competition from... When did that little pipsqueak get so sharp? And after I gave them all that... What do you mean? Of course not. I'm only thinking about your wallet. I mean...
Oh my god.
You're really not convincing it. All right. Business is a cutthroat... business. I won't argue with that. But I'm not lying about that boss lady. Not only did she make it into my top 3 people not to mess with in Nodcry, she's also in my top 3 people most eager to trade in favors. Seriously? It feels like you're... Fine. If you don't believe me, go see for yourselves. We might both be from Sumeru, but compared to hers, my But when you realize what I'm saying is true...
I'm very confused. Is Dory a girl or a man? Because sounds like a girl.
Hello. I was just about to start tracking your whereabouts.
Did you manage to get everything Aino asked for?
I did. What about you? Do you need me to navigate or introduce any more places around town?
Not for now. We've seen most of it already. We probably need some time to process everything we've learned, though.
Any progress with the spaceship?
No. Catherine came back just now, so we asked her, but even she hasn't heard a thing.
One possible explanation is the vast stretch of time that has elapsed. Additionally, given the limited resources available in Nodcry, it is entirely plausible that the wreck was scrapped for parts, or even mistaken for a pile of broken machinery.
Oh.
Understood. In that case, why don't we, after all? She was the one who salvaged me. Ancient dragon technology and all. If there really are any unusual parts floating around Nodcry, there's a high chance they've passed through her hands at some point or another.
Good point. And since you keep mentioning her...
Understood. Then I'll handle navigation as before.
Sorry guys, I suddenly got tired.
Oh no! There's a little animal trapped over there! Let's go help it out!
But it's a bird.
Huh? That's weird. Why isn't it responding?
The tides of Kuvaki affect everything in Nodcry. So much so that many creatures have evolved a kind of dependency upon it, growing stronger or weaker as it waxes and wanes.
So you're saying we need to use Kuvaki? I'm on a leap, don't be scared! We'll get you out of the...
Well, that didn't work. Okay, that doesn't work. Okay, that worked. Cool.
Oh, it worked! Off you go now, little one. Don't go getting yourself caught again.
I could probably just teleport. You know what? I might as well. Holy Christ. That is one interesting spot.
Here we are. The place Aino and I call home.
Whoa! So many machines that Paimon's never even seen before. And then there's all these little robots. Did Aino build them all?
That is correct. It looks like Aino has created 3 more little bots since I've been gone.
Aw. Well, you were gone for quite a bit. She must have missed you.
I missed her too. I want her to see what I've become.
Let's not keep her waiting any longer then.
Aino, I'm back.
What?
Hmm?
Ineva? You're back significant.
Everything went very smoothly, which saved me quite a bit of time, so I... I know. Could you turn around for a moment? I know.
I've been on my best behavior the whole time you've been gone.
She's got chocolate all over her mouth.
I know. While I was away, did you strictly abide by my tailor-made snack intake schedule?
Oh, of course I did. 1 whole cake, 1 crumb cake, and 1 pack of chocolates a day, right?
It was either a cake or a crumb cake or a pack of chocolates per day.
Oh, shoot.
When did you finish the snack stash I left for you?
Literally just earlier today.
Let me just go run a scan on that.
I meant today, a week ago.
And then you restocked an entire week's worth on your own initiative?
2 weeks worth.
Why does Paimon feel like the roles in this household are pretty much the opposite of what she imagined?
Calculation complete. Aino's recommended snack calorie intake for the next 4 weeks. 0.
No fair! You're a meanie, Nefa.
This is what happens when you break an agreement.
Oh, come
Ow,
on!
ow, 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 ow,
Don't do
ow,
this to
ow,
me!
ow, ow.
I only ate a teeny bit extra every day. Just a teensy, eensy, weensy bit extra.
That is objectively not a teensy bit extra.
Oh, seriously? If you'd only arrived half an hour later, I would have had everything cleaned up and you wouldn't have noticed a thing. But now that I think about it, you even said you'd come back a bit earlier than you did, so I wouldn't have to worry. But then, you were away so long, and I was so worried about you. And that's the only reason I even... Oh...
I know. I am very sorry to have kept you waiting. I'm back now.
So, will I be able to keep eating snacks as usual now?
Negative.
Aw.
Okay. Well, given that I am later than I initially projected, I'll let it slide. But just this once.
Thanks, Inefa! You're the best!
I know. Allow me to introduce.
It's the honorary knight in Paimon. I know. Uncle Varka talks about you guys all the
Uncle?
time.
Nice to meet you, I know. Inef's told us all about you, too.
Huh? Really? She actually said that about me? Well, she's not wrong. Oh yeah, so, you're here to see Uncle Varka, right? A couple of days ago, he suddenly said he had to head out on business, and that he might not be back for a while. He asked me to let you know if I saw you.
Yeah, we heard about that at the flagship.
Nope. Just told me to take good care of you guys and make sure you feel right at home. Oh, shoot. Please, take a seat. Do either of you need my help with anything? Anything at all? After all, I'm the head of this household.
Sure wouldn't know it from that snack tantrum she just threw.
A spaceship, huh? From outside to that?
Exactly. So, ring any bells?
No.
Oh, you sure?
Nope means nope. Never seen the slightest trace of it. More specifically, by nope, I mean, I've never seen a single piece of tech in all of Notcry that might have come from out of this world. Not in any new machines or in any old ones either.
Huh.
What Aino means is that your spaceship almost certainly has not been disassembled nor repurposed as parts for other machines.
Oh, so that...
Yep. I've taken apart pretty much all the fun stuff in this city at one point or another, but I don't recall ever seeing any components that were anywhere near that special. So, either your spaceship crashed somewhere it's never been found, or someone did find it and then hid it really, really well.
But who would even do something like that?
Beats me. Maybe someone who thought they could stash it away for a rainy day. Just like how I sometimes hide snacks in the... Anyway... Long story short, I definitely haven't seen anything like that. Besides, sounds like it would practically be ancient history by now. If anyone still has any leads on what really happened, it'd be the Frost Moon Scions.
The Frost Moon Scions?
Huh? Haven't heard of them yet? Didn't Inefa tell you about their rituals?
There wasn't enough time to delve deeper into their history and traditions.
What kind of rituals are we talking about?
I've never actually seen them myself. Just heard bits and pieces here and there. They say that each of their moon chanters has had access to an ancient relic that lets them see the true past. Not sure exactly how it's meant to work. I can't get my head around anything that can't...
Looks like we'll have to try our luck.
Aw, leaving so soon?
It's getting late, I know, and these...
Aww.
Don't worry, we'll be...
Really? You promise?
I'll be staying to look after Aino today.
Hey, don't sweat it. We'll find her.
I'm glad to hear that. Also, I must admit, I have very much missed the charging bed that Aino made for me.
Oh, are you here to play with me? Mine...
Did I just get a new character? For free? What the heck? I just got a free new character! Oh my god, that's so cool! What? Ow. You know what? Let's stop it right here. I feel like major pain in my back. And my neck. I don't know why, but, I'm gonna get off for the night. Oh, God. I need a fucking massage. Okay, guys, I'm gonna head out now, but I will be back tomorrow after my interview to let you guys know how it went. Alright, guys, peace out.